The mega bank occupation is here. There's a bank and a drugstore on every corner, so you can get indebted for life by borrowing money. Walk next door and you buy drugs to numb your pain. That's the country we've let them create. Thank you very much. Let's hear some of the messages people have left on the Truth Seeker hotline. Remember, you can leave a message for the show anytime at 273-555-0155.
Hi, Ron. My name's Jerry. I'm nervous, too. I listen to your podcast show thing here on the radio. I'm tired of this healthcare bullshit, too. Some liberal doctor gonna tell me I have diabetes? I call bullshit. Goddamn liar. I eat what I want, motherfucker. Just like my great-grandpappy. He was in the Donner Party. Now that's some American ingenuity right there.
Exactly, Jerry. These Beltway circle jerks aren't going to get away with what they're doing. Like you, I'm really worried about civilization. If people are actually going to take health advice from the government, then they deserve what they get. Next message.
Hey, thanks for all that you do for the war on our minds, Ron. I love your show. We gotta fight this conservative plot to return America to a pre-industrial state in which a few corporations own everything. Seriously, I mean, thanks to Big Pharma, all my children are crippled from vaccines.
They're crippled because you drink and drive.
Woman, I'm calling into a radio show. Shut your trap. It's the vaccines. I know it. We all know it's common knowledge polio's like a snake bite. Once you catch it, you just suck out the poison. People in wheelchairs are quitters. Anyway, Ron, let me know how to carry on the fight.
Well, vaccines might have blinded your children, but it turns out Mother was right after all. Masturbating will make you go blind, at least to your own self-loathing for 60 seconds. And if you take enough of those Mollis pills, you can go blind forever. Speaking of blindness, here's another sensory overload. Smell. I just read this online. Did you know you can defecate in a jar, ferment it for 2 weeks in the sun, and then get high off the vapors? The circle of life goes in your mouth, out your ass, and back in again. Especially if you're smoking toilet cleaner. This is the unfortunate story of America today. A peace-loving, respectable place where your friends steal your wife and then you lose everything trying to be a nice guy. And then you wind up in a trailer in the desert all alone. And your drug-dealing neighbor takes you under his wing and life goes really wacko. But there's also a dark side. Red f***ing alert! Listen, if you legally own, I don't know, say 400 or 500 guns, and you meet another law-abiding citizen in the desert, and you sell those guns, which are your property, to them for entirely legitimate reasons, as is your constitutional right, the government will send a drone to spy on you. It's unbelievable. Well, we all know if you corner a mammal, it will fight back. Except chinchillas or lemmings or a few others that just lay down like a pussy. But trust me, I'm not a pussy. I am working on drone jamming technology. You ain't spying on me. I mean, this is a dark place run by aliens looking to suck the blood out of your veins, enabled by do-gooders who are looking to steal the guns from your home. And trust me, it's all part of a Judeo-Christian Muslim plot to make their religion seem overly important so people don't ask the real questions about what it all means. I've said it before, and I will say it again. Open your ears. And if you want an Open Your Ear t-shirt, then send me a text. Next message left on the line was from this guy.
Hey, I really like watching people die.
Thanks for calling. I tell you what. People say I'm nervous.
Good morning.
But I'm not. I'm not, dear listeners. Because I'm not nervous, I'm fearful, and I'm not paranoid because this stuff is true. There is a whole secret world that is kept hidden from us that makes everything make sense, and I understand it, more or less. And it's my mission to help you understand it too. You see, my buddy,
we finished this last time.
My friend,
I don't know what's going on.
Just call him Philip Travers. Yes, his name's Philip. Well, my friend Trevor, my friend Philip, he's such a guy, man. I really want to get him on my next show, but man, he doesn't want to. He even left and fight back. One idiot at a time.
Alright, so now we've got back to where we were when we finished the last episode.
Hi, Ron. Your show
Let's
is
get
great.
our sideboard bed and our crane.
You don't know, metal detecting's hunting for metallic objects.
Oh yeah, I need to
using
sell
a detector,
something.
I find all kinds of stuff, mostly made of metal. Once I found an expensive engagement ring, and I fantasized about the woman that wore it. Would it be like to be with her, caress her,
So can I sell
stick a
one
knife in her
now?
throat, just like a real wife? You can find a lot of clues
I'm
to
not wondering about that
conspiracies
shit,
with a
come on.
metal detector, like the one about bees being gay. Anyway, what do you think, Ron? Love the show. I'll hang up now.
Here's what I think. The bees have disappeared because they know that the shit is about to go down. You know how a horse gets nervous before you take a semen sample?
Perfect.
So you have to talk real nice to it, rub its chin, and then grab his member and crank the life out of it. Now, maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. That's the show Beyond Insemination, which is also on this channel. But what isn't on this channel until now, listeners, is the startling fact that in the ancient text of the Sumerians, they talk about the Anunnaki, lizard beings that descend from the sky. This is in Mesopotamia, which is modern-day Iraq. All those wars over there start to make sense now, huh? It's not about oil. It's about lizard people. Hiding among
Well, now we're
us.
really rolling.
Here's
It was
what I
better to
know.
just sell that first truck and then
You're a searcher.
upgrade this one like
you
that.
seek truth.
Holy
We won't
shit.
be tricked. I'm leading a rebellion of the stupid people.
This is gonna be
a
overpowered as fuck.
goddamn rebellion, man. A real one, because we're the last hope for mankind. The smart people, the geniuses, they've already been taken. Zaphos got it. Big science has got it. Big pharma, big soy, big corn. These soy-corn holding assholes. Which takes us to our next listener. Really interesting stuff.
Ron, I'm tired of soy. I'm definitely tired of soy. I'm tired of soy latte drinking bitches. I went to a restaurant and some geisha had the audacity to hand me a hot towel. She thinks I should take a bath in front of everyone in the restaurant. It ain't decent, it's a fucking insult. And then she tries to give me some shit called edamame. Those damn soybeans, you ain't fooling me. Tell them motherfuckers they want to charge you $5. What do you think, Ron? That soy bullshit gave me man boobs. And if I've got my hands on it right now, I'm hanging up now. I'm getting all excited.
Interesting. Big soy, big corn, or big corn. They pulled this lie with contrails. They did it with contrails. Contrails only work on people with cons. Like we're all idiotic convicts staring at lines in the sky. If preaching this truth is wrong, I don't want to be right. What they do is make you believe contrails don't work. It's genius. Listen, burn your computer right now. By my math, we've got less than 3 months left. Seriously. Either that or 30,000 years. Depends on the math. I used to be on camera. Before I understood everything, I was like you, a drone being harvested. Not the kind of drone that vaporizes people from space. And somebody explained to me why we have the largest military budget in the world, bigger than all the other nations combined, but it's just a bunch of assholes playing with remote-control planes. They can work from home, harvesting innocent people. Well, no one is going to harvest me. I'm beyond harvesting. I don't eat any corn products at all. Not even sweet corn. But when they come, when they land in full, and come they will, because some of them are already here, man. They're already here. That terrifies me, and it should terrify the hell out of you. Hold on. Back to the truth seeker.
Yeah, I did like you said on the last show. I've been doing them prepper Kegel exercises so I can store rations in my ass when the abduction comes. Because we all know that in the prisons of Lord Zappa, only the truly prepared will survive. At this particular juncture, in my ass, I
Oh
got found
no.
alive, 2 energy bars, a commemorative plate, a tiny saw, a deck of cards, an itty-bitty radio, some loose change, a prophylactic, a masonry bit, a first aid kit, a nudie magazine, a carton of cigarettes.
Pretty sure I destroyed the suspension on it already.
Copy of my medical records, and a mammogram pillow. I'll be damned if I'm gonna sleep on the floor.
That's great work.
miscalculation.
I'm not even going to. This is Wayne County Community Radio, brought to you in association with Pillowfly. Buddy's Trucking, Larry's RV sales of Wayne County, and you too. Because blue-collar guys aren't geniuses, and neither are you. Anyway, let's get on with the show. Question: big corporations, harmless greedy capitalists, or secret sharing obsessed communists? I'll let you be the judge. Listen to this thing I wrote last week. Shit. Wrote it down yourself. I read online. Serious dark internet web shit. Big brains. Solar ecology, lunar infrared capitalism stuff. Oh yeah. And when I was growing up, we had 9 planets. Now it's 8. Where did the other one go? I mean, that is some shit when you can be the government and make a planet disappear. Where did they put it? And who's living there? Here's another fan of the show.
Ron? I think you're
Oh,
right.
there we go.
We're out of tune with the Earth. I've been on a mission to be like the ancient civilization of South America. But what do you think I have? I think elaborate sexual rituals, searching that die at the end.
I didn't realize that this had a service kit on it.
Exactly. South America. Where I was going. People in the South of America spoke English. But that goes to show you it's about the dark antimatter of money and how the banks and politicians have been corrupted by the Illuminati in a totally different way to the way you imagine. Red alert, people! Banks aren't just about lending you money so you are a slave to the system. They actually enslave you by capturing your DNA at the very moment you open your account and then use that DNA to build a replicant of you that
About to
lives
mess
in
it
the
all
same
up again.
house as the one you
Oh,
live in,
there it goes.
only in cyberspace. And you have to keep leveling up and buying shit for your character. And that's the truth everyone ignores. There's a virtual me right now, somewhere. And I intend on finding him and killing him.
Ron,
Hey.
I've been waiting to call your show for a while and leave a message. What
I'm
you
just
said
crashing
about
into damn near
doppelgangers is
everything.
true. I have a doppelganger, and we
Ignore
have
that,
sex.
ignore that.
And it's not remotely creepy or gay at all.
I wish you would have left a callback number because I would have warned her. Listen to me. All you twins out there, it's an abomination. You have to kill your twin. In their sleep. Tonight. Right now. Immediately.
Oh,
And for
there goes
that
her son.
matter, kill the alien mother that spawned you. She's got a cloning factory in that DNA disaster relief. Like the banks in the alternative reality. They not only want you to default, but also sometimes they switch people for their own avatars.
Just missed it.
So the
Nice.
question becomes, of course, am I me or my own digital reflection? So after I drink, things get all pixely. It's pretty out there stuff. I know. Stick that in your garden, wind spinner, and blow it out your ass. Ha! In Brussels, they have a little boy who pees into a fountain and people drink it. No wonder the euro is such a mess. F***ing pee drinkers. And to think the courts call me creepy? Let's get back to this plot by the
There we
banks
go.
to use your DNA to build entirely with your legal permission and documents you signed a digital slave avatar of you. And that slave version will one day replace you, only it won't have free will at all. You know how they do it? I've said it 1,000 times. Memory foam. Here's a caller that agrees with me.
Yeah, hello? Yeah, Sid, wait for the beat right now. Anyway, what you said about memory foam on your last show, that scares the shit out of me. I got one of those memory foam beds. I think it's listening. When I black out, I bang a fat girl. And then she's not there the next day. But I know because there's a big dent there the next morning. That bed remembers. It's downloading my memories in my life every night while I
wonder you're getting such a comfortable night's sleep, America. Wake up! Open your ears! We are going to drag those demon mattresses out into the square of every city and burn them! And those memories and spirits will be set free, like that movie about the Ark of the Covenant. Right, let's play another message we got on the high security.
Looks like we got some more stuff over here to do.
Just yesterday. Here, listen to this. It's genius. Real genius. Really makes things clear about the way the dental profession is designed to let people implant heavy metals directly into your brain. Not to make you crazy, but so certain high-security government agencies can read your thoughts.
Just add it to the list so that we can get to it later.
Fan of the show, real big fan. Look, I want to make things real clear about the way the dental profession is designed to let people implant heavy metals directly into your brain. Just to make you crazy, but so certain high-security government agencies can read your thoughts.
See? See? Here, open your ears. Seriously, I heard there's a government facility somewhere in Blaine County that's developing a nerve toxin so powerful a single drop could turn the West Coast into a bunch of vapid asswipes who stare at the sun and have forgotten how to read.
Can I just get rid of your fence?
No, wait.
That would be preferable.
That's a little joke. Stay on your toes, people, because someone is out to get you, and you're probably paying for the privilege. Remember, if you got something for me, Ron Jakowski, then call or email the show. Until next time, someone is reading your thoughts, so make sure they're scrambled.
We're Fleesa. We began as a credit card company, and thanks to customer allegiance and 29% interest fees that retain clients for life, we became a bank. We're more than that. We're a brokerage firm, too. What's better than a bank investing your assets for our profits in the safety and security of the stock market? Hey, America's been through some tough times. We've all had to make some sacrifices in health and dignity to make ends meet. At Fleesa, we've sacrificed our integrity and spent a fortune lobbying so that regulations don't bog down the future. Fleesa, credit cards, banking.
I think that there's like a secondary rock slide somewhere near here anyways.
Blaine County Radio, because we
Yeah, that
know
watchtower.
tax is theft and barbecue is king. Oh yeah! Home of the Patriot. Blaine County Radio. Beyond Insemination, the show hosted by two-time Southwestern tractor pulling finalist, amateur rodeo star, and animal husbandry innovator and expert, Dwayne Earl.
All right. We're back with another episode of Beyond Insemination. Welcome one, welcome all. You're listening to the show about BBQ, britches, mud bogging, and bitches. Your weekly journey into semen, sawdust, and savoring the good things of life. Life, death, and reproductive services down on the farm. Okay. Let's get some music playing here. Jesus, assault. I need some assault rock. Hell yes. You know, sometimes I just want a woman to hit me. Treat me like the man I am, a piece of angry garbage. And then when we're done fighting, I will hop on a motorcycle and I will pop a wheelie right there in the driveway. Just burn out, skid all over the goddamn place. Hell yes! She'll stand there crying, and then she'll forgive me. We'll have another baby. She'll make the breakfast. That's the stuff that makes us great. Grease, girls, and grits. All right, the phones are already lit up here. You people just can't wait to get stuck in. Let's go to line 4. Mr. Chuck, you're on the show. How can we go beyond insemination together?
Yeah, hey, Dwayne. I'm a big fan of the show, by the way, but first time caller. I wanted to thank you for your bass fishing advice. You know, you're right. Dynamite is much easier than all that sitting around with a pole, going mad, staring at tiny ripples, wondering if everyone really hates you, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm calling about the kids these days and the way they dress. Oh, man, my boy, he wears a skirt, got breasts and plants, wears a little flip-flop. What do you think, Dwayne? I don't think that's right.
Thanks, Chuck. I'm with you. I mean, platonically speaking, of course. I've about had it with gender fluidity. For reals. Seriously. For real, seriously. Men is men and girls is ladies. And there ain't no point in telling me different. I mean, it's getting to where boys have bigger titties than a woman. I know I do. It's gotta stop.
I'll tell you what really sets me off. Let me tell you. Me and the boys will be having a great afternoon. Couple of cases of lager light, some steaks on the grill, and jumping on four-wheelers and shooting assault rifles and playing on the trampolines and wrestling in a muddy hole with our tops off. You know, typical good time shit. And out of the corner of my periphery, I see these fruity fellas riding bicycles. City boys coming out to the country with their brightly colored jerseys and fruity hats and tight shorts. I don't want to see your Johnson. We ain't friends. And they ride bicycles with tap shoes on. Fucking tap shoes. Just in case they need to jump off and sing a show tune. What in the hell is that all about? Well, I ain't whistling Dixie, I can tell you that, because nobody likes a whistler. Creepy bastards. Whistlers. Next caller. Inseminate me. No, that's wrong. Speaketh to me.
Hey there, Dwayne. My name's Mike, a big fan. Big fan.
I do not care about no names, boy. You state your business and I will do the pontificating, sir.
Good. Anyway, my kid is real good at sports, football and that. I think he's going to get a scholarship. He hits real good, real good. Like one of them crackheads you read about them picking up north. But my wife won't let him play because his grades are low on account of him getting his girlfriend pregnant. Not my wife. My wife can't get pregnant no more. Uterus is ravaged like the projects. Anyway, I need that boy to make a lot of money by going pro.
Oh, this thing's gonna go way too fast. I'm gonna wreck, for sure.
What am I gonna do, Dwayne? I can't stop crying.
Brother, I share your pain. Let it go. Let those tears go. Let it all flow out your eyeballs, down to your cheeks. I love you, my brother. I love you. You're better than this. You are better than this, sir. Reach deep inside of yourself and just pinch it off. Don't you die on me. Don't you die on me. And that's enough. My friend, your woman has already gone feral. I was a 5th grade soccer coach once. Do not ask. It was a bad time of my life. I know. And you're right. It's not even a real goddamn sport. No one ever got that brain damage, but I did my best. Yes, I did. It was hard, but we made some progress. Taught those kids to be number one. What it takes to get to the top. What steroids to take. Gave them the same as I give my beef herd. How to gamble on sports, how to snap another kid's Achilles tendon behind the referee's back so he never walks right again. Stuff winners gotta do to get the job done. How to cover up the smell of marijuana by blowing through a toilet paper roll with dry sheets stuffed inside. How to leave a woman. I taught each of those boys the facts of life and how it is never about the woman's pleasure. Never. Absolutely never about that woman's pleasure. Parents won't tell you the truth, but a man with a beer in his hand will. And the fact is, you do whatever it takes to win. If that wife of yours don't want to understand, don't want to let the boy play some goddamn football, then she's got to go, Mike. Mike, are you with me? You there, son?
I'm here, Dwayne.
Hear the words that I'm saying. She's got to go, Mike.
I know, Dwayne. I'll speak to a lawyer.
Lawyer? Fancy talk. I recommend drowning, Mike. Real men don't use lawyers. Show your boy what it means to be a man. Press her under the surface of the fluids. Mike, please.
Okay. Love the show, thanks.
Thank you, son. Now we call this show Beyond Insemination because it's about what men like to do besides working on the farm. It's about what we were meant to do. Man against nature.
Goddamn.
I'm highly skilled at the art of noodling in a beaver dam. I do not like the animals that consider themselves engineers.
Goddamn.
I like plant-eating herbivores you can fatten up, give a loving name to, then callously kill and cook like a civilized man. Back to beavers. I once stuck my arm in a dam, and 4 or 5 of them, an entire family, in fact, of beavers, bit into my arm. Got every last one of them on the grill that night and a couple of new hats. For the record, I also do not like fire ants, as it is unreasonable to have a social structure of a bunch of neutered men acting as slaves for a woman. Outside of a modern city, of course, where it appears to be mandatory. They call them places offices. I will not sit in a cubicle like a veal calf while a woman shouts at me about making personal calls until I die. Caller, you were on the show. To whom am I speaking?
Hey there, Dwayne. The name's Charlie. Hope all's going well with your divorce.
No, Migo. It is in fact crappy as crappy could be. As I said, avoid lawyers at all costs. Now continue.
Well, yeah, my best friend died in a combine accident, and he left me a few head of cattle, but I ain't no farmer, so question is, how do I know if a female cow is in heat? They don't talk or nothing, they just move.
Oh, Charlie, that's simple. You have come to the right place, as I am an expert on estrus. What you gotta do is look for behavioral signs such as incessant mooing, but most of all, she will exhibit more vigorous interaction with other females, putting her chin on the rump of another cow and...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, keep going. Tell me about that dirty heifer.
God damn it. You are sitting there with a hot laptop on your sweaty thighs doing an image search for heifers, aren't you? Jesus. I'm tired of you sickos calling up and ruining my otherwise flawless broadcasting flow. This is a civilized show for civilized people, discussing a variety of topics relating and beyond insemination. Why, oh, why does this subject matter attract such a variety of perverts, creeps, and weirdos? It is quite beyond me. Now, don't get me wrong, I mean, I like a good time. I've been known to participate in a pheromone party where you do not shave or bathe for 1 week and then partake in moonshine and speed with a group of other like-minded individuals in a hot tub. It is hell on the other side of that party, but it is worth the ride. But that does not mean I find calling up a radio program about royal affairs and pleasuring myself while perusing the heifer section of the information superhighway an acceptable form of behavior. Is that clear? Charlie, you pervert, is that clear?
Yes.
Are we straight, son?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now you take care, you hear?
Thank you, sir.
I am lost for words. Next caller.
Hi there, Dwayne. My name is Susan. I'm calling from Sandy Shores. I really like what you said about how animals have babies and then they abandon them and then they go find another mate. Oh, that just touched me. That made me cry. It reminded me when I left little Mary Sue outside the Up and Atom restaurant. I was tired of all her crying and carrying on anyway. Because I just hooked up with a guy I just met named Francis.
Oh, well, good on you, Susan. Though I am not a fan of names that can apply to a man or a woman, unisexury has neutered our society. No man should be named Francis or Alex or Jamie or, God forbid, Casey. But anyway, I'm so glad we inspired you. That's evolved thinking right there. See, we do believe in evolution in the right situation. For the record, not me, nor no one in my family was ever no monkey. Nor have they been with a monkey, not ever, not even at the zoo, nor pretty much any animal, aside from the usual ones we all practice on. There, that's cleared up. Science and truth can exist together, you see? We can learn a lot from nature. You know how a mama puppy cleans up after a litter by eating their waste? My mama ate all her boys' poop till we were 5. It was unconventional, but it sure made us the people we are today. Social services said this had something to do with the lab her and my daddy had cooking up a toilet cleaner, but I would disagree ferociously. I would even go as far as to challenge you to a knife fight. You want to come and talk some shit like that, we will tie our wrists together and solve this in the time-honored way. That's my mama you're speaking about. You take that back, you hear me? That's my mama. Get off my phone and get off my show. Disrespecting a man's mama like that. Now then, changing tack for one special moment. Well, we all know that part of being a man is heeding the call of nature, to kill it and serve it grilled to members of your family and or tribe. I've been hunting since I was a small boy, and I can in fact track more than 16 different species of ruminant animal. While our olfactory senses have been dulled as hell by so-called civilization, in nature, all they got is smell. I know how to assimilate the odor of any species. I'd rub the pheromones all over my member. Trust me, when you have a young fawn experiencing his first adolescent flush, a sexual awakening, run out of the woods filled with a yearning it scarcely understands, well, it really is something special when you grab it by the neck and strangle the life out of it. As his terrified eyes look up at you, it suddenly realizes, hey, you ain't my mom, and you sure as shit ain't some young stag gonna gently educate in the ways of the birds and the bees. And in this way, you two really share a special moment as terror takes hold of its central nervous system, and you put the creature out of its misery. You ever have deer sushi? A little rice and wasabi and some fine loin meat, all served up on my stepdaughter just like they do in Asia. I am particularly interested in visiting Asia. I've always been kind to the Asiatic cultures. I've always enjoyed them, from kung fu to martial arts and fucking throwing stars. I would really love to see Thailand, though. Somebody say ping pong?
All right, so
just
now
saying, not judging. Ain't my way. Johnny, you are on the show. How can we inseminate you?
Drink a coffee.
Hey there, Dwayne. Big fan. Love the show. I love how it's educational and funny. I tell you what, if you'd been one of my teachers, I'd have spent longer in school. I'd have learned something useful. As it is, I'm a trucker on the weekends.
Oh, really? What you hauling, Johnny?
Pollution. From a big leak they hushed up. Pays triple and I need the money. Anyway, my boy's serving overseas.
Oh, Marines.
Nah.
Navy?
No, he's serving a sentence overseas in Burma. Those bastards put him away
Let's
for
see if
being
we
an
can crawl
entrepreneur.
down
He's a patriot.
and get to
He
that
got in trouble
watchtower,
here in Bland
and then
County,
we'll
and then
recall.
hell, he went and outsourced himself.
Unless
There
I
we
have
go.
stuff to fix
See, that is
this
an
up, I don't think I
enlightening and
did.
instructive tale of the dangers of excessive travel. Multiculturalism is heathenism. God had wanted us to commingle. He would have invented a land of opportunity where we could migrate and create a glorious monoculture. But that ain't happening, because it ain't right. I will think of your boy when I am down on one knee tonight practicing karate. I practice it every night, in case I ever come across a rundown roadside bar in a corrupt small town that needs a Zen Buddhist for a bouncer, just like in the movies. Now let us talk about school. I learned everything I need to know about life and everything beyond dissemination by working outside with my hands. Now I would not propose that you should therefore abscond from the American education system, but let's be honest, book learning ain't ever done no one any favors. You know, the other day when I was shearing sheep, I had a young ewe pinned to the ground, bawling in terror as I took the wool clean off it. And I began to wander, drift, and daydream beyond the depilatory tasks relating to this quadrupedal ruminant. I began to think about children. And it is a scary world that we are bringing children into through the machinations of our loins. We have pledged to protect them. But at times, a demonstration of force is undoubtedly necessary, as is often the case with your mate. My daddy once got so mad at me for back-talking that he pushed my head down on a table saw, scared the crap out of me. Once the scars healed, I thanked him afterwards, because it made me into the man I am today. A man with 5 four-wheelers, 3 personal watercrafts, including a bass boat, a fine collection of weaponry, a fish tank big as a car in my bedroom, nothing but black sheets on my bed, and a pool chain next to my mattress that summons a manservant to bring me another lager light. That's what success and a good work ethic can get you. And of course, the top-ranking nationally syndicated multi-award-winning radio show. Speaking of which, this has been Beyond Insemination. We didn't get to this week's romantic interlude with Big Dwayne, but trust me, we will. Be good, cook it till it hurts, and fight artificial insemination as it is unnatural and blasphemy. Until next time, I'm Dwayne Earl, and you are not.
All the way around, here.
This has been Beyond Insemination. You have been inseminated.
It's the heartbreaking show of human struggle, love, redemption, and hot morons doing drugs in bikinis. Tragedy equals comedy if you give it enough time. Rehab Island. We've put Darwinism into the ultimate struggle as people battle addictions and each other in this hit competitive sobriety show. We take people to the limit, push them over it, and run commercials in between. Alliances form.
Yeah, get out of this hut.
Loves are lost.
I thought you loved me.
I love the coke. I love cocaine. Hearts explode. And contestants flatline. Rehab Island. Reality finally gets real on CNT.
Your #1 station for news, talk, and farm reports. Blaine County Radio. Next on Blaine County Radio, the Queen of Casseroles,
This is like the
extreme
main
couponing,
reason
and dishing out the political
this thing is
dirt.
even, like,
It's
viable.
Bless Your Heart with
Oh
Bobby
man,
Jones.
I love this game. It's multiplayer too, so like you can get 2 different trucks out at the same time, like load one up and then have like another one like help you like if you get stuck in the mud and stuff. You can drag each other out. It's really cool.
I do. Oh my,
I like
you know,
this game.
today
I've had it for a
we have a
long time.
doozy of a show, a real doozy.
Trying to catch up on the DLC. I'm just starting a new game and going through the year 1 and year 2 stuff, and then eventually looking at the year 3 pack
honey, we
and
have
try
it
that out too.
all.
But I didn't want to
We
get it
really do.
if I haven't even done
Bless your
1 and 2
heart,
yet.
bless my heart, bless
I did
us
most of
all.
1 before, but I
Now,
wanted to start a new
firstly,
game because
we
it's been a
have
long
a
time.
very special guest. First on Bless Your Heart. You know him from some of your favorite stunts and some classic movies, including Nighthawk 5, The Mainframe, and 18-Wheeler Death Race. Honey, he has fought terrorism, he's jumped off buildings, and now he's doing something real crazy. He's running for governor, y'all. Jock Cranley. Now that's coming up right in a bit. And then, straight from my mama's kitchen, a recipe for Lucky Dip ketchup and meatloaf with a ranch dressing dip. Featuring that thing that liberals have tried.
It could definitely get like a little monotonous if you're like doing it by yourself.
And
I can understand that.
As we get real
It's a lot of
creative
slow
with
going.
roadkill.
But there's a lot of vehicles that seem to like even it out. Like there's some DLC vehicles, like this right here is a DLC vehicle. Otherwise I'd be in like a little crappy pickup with no upgrades right now because this is the beginning of the game. And this is much better than that. It sucks, but it's still much better than that. Eventually we'll go, well, I think it's Russia. It's either Russia or Alaska, and there's a Ford there. I think it's Alaska. There's a big ass Ford out there, and it's really sick for scouting, which is what this is, the light vehicle stuff.
That's right, that's where I got this suet. And that, y'all, is the fat from around the internal organs of a cow. Now, it's very nutritional. It really is a treat. And ancient peoples prized it for its enhancing fertility. And my husband, Lord rest his soul, he swore by it. Of course, we had 5 babies because of it.
Like, I like the physics. Everything is just meant to move, like, very slowly with it, which is fine. Just like it doesn't lend itself to anything quicker, so like if you want to like your mods all have to like go like a certain speed, because if you hit any of this stuff at like a specific speed, you're just gonna immediately damage everything you got going on. There's a whole bunch of mods for this game, and I'm pretty sure they have mods on the console version of it. I don't know. There's all sorts of crazy stuff.
Bobby June's legendary deep-fried margarine sticks, available in the frozen food section of your local warehouse club.
We're not playing with any mods right now. No mods, no cheats. Just going through the, I guess the cheatiest thing we have is the DLC vehicles. We missed the fucking thing. I gotta go back. Wasn't paying attention. I do.
You're welcome, bless your hearts. Now, here in the Bobby June test kitchen, we fry all kinds of things. Candy bars.
There's just GTA radio, by the way, if that sounds familiar to you. There's like, the stuff in the game sucks, the music, so I just put up this stuff.
But it's all in the name of science. Ain't that right, girls?
I think the base game, I think, is on Game Pass. But there's still a lot to do in the base game, too, so if you've never played it, you know, you can do that and play it the legitimate way. And if you want, you can get a couple of DLC packs that are pretty cheap. And then the yearly passes, there's like 3-year passes, and they're like 20 bucks each or something. I just got one for sale, like $18.
Speaking of experts, or ex-idiots as I call them, did y'all hear this? In Liberty City, they apparently want to tell you how big your soda can be.
Okay, so how am I going to get it?
I know. I mean, how am I going to wash down
so I got to turn back around even.
With a 12-ounce portion of soda?
That's okay.
Honestly,
see, that's why we did that, so that I could actually see where I need to fucking go.
Enjoy a 128-ounce Bobby June soda in a commemorative jug with each and every meal.
Let's go get this quest over with. I hate these.
Pick up your Bobby June 128
just go here quests for no fucking reason.
Up and at 'em while supplies last.
I mean, let's be honest for a moment.
At least it's daytime now. It was dark earlier.
Genetically modified corn ain't the problem. Smoking ain't the problem. You tell me I can't
take a
smoke
right
at a funeral.
and then take
That's
the first
stressful.
left that I see.
Stress is the killer, y'all. Don't make no mistake about it. Bless your hearts, all y'all's hearts. I am just so relaxed. Look at me.
You do look fantastic, Bobby June. You been on vacation? Maybe a cruise?
Oh, hush up, girl. You know it's my new line of Bobby June Vice City inspired tanning sprays.
Oh, yes. It looks fantastic and naturally orange. Bobby June Vice City inspired
Oh yeah, some of the missions on here are ridiculous. You're like doing you know, like the giant propellers that they have like on the wind turbines, so that they can like generate wind power. You have to like transport stuff like that, like the blades, and they're like really long with a specialty truck through mud and woods and stuff. It gets really intense. This is like, this stuff here we're doing is like baby stuff in comparison to like what we will be doing later. And then you start getting into like the snow and stuff like that, the swamp stuff.
Can you believe that? What an accusation. I mean, really? Me?
They've got some cool stuff out in Russia. They have like an armored personnel carrier that you can get and drive that around and then tow stuff out with it. Really fucking cool. It's really tough. You can crash it into all sorts of stuff and it doesn't take much damage.
Here's a man that doesn't back down from a fight. He's moved from show business to the government like many great men before him. And he's rising up the ranks of politics in San Andreas.
I've already got a decent heavy truck that has like a specialty bed I can put on it that has 3 cargo slots on it, so that's pretty fucking cool. Be good for the mid game. And right now I have a standard sideboard bed on it with a crane, so like if I need to go recover something I can. Oh, I gotta be careful. Last time I fell off that other mountain. I don't know if you saw that part. That was funny. But I rolled all the way down the mountain like right as I got to the top of the other one.
Let me just tell you something real important, all of yous. Bobby June,
hit the corner wrong or something, and I like rolled and just kept going. I was like, oh boy.
Because I think we're all sick of government telling us how to live, where we can drive, what we can put into our bodies.
Ain't that the God's honest truth? Bless your heart. Finally, someone telling it like it is. It ain't government's place to tell us stuff, aside from the things that matter, like what marriage is, as if we didn't already know, and which human rights violating foreign dictators to turn a blind eye to in exchange for cheap oil.
Listen here. If there's one thing that matters to sensible Americans more than anything, it's gas prices. Even folks that can't afford a car and enjoy huffing the stuff tell me how important it is. I've been on a listening tour of the state.
I saw your bus. It looks real fun out there. Who were all them girls suntanning on the top? Those your nieces?
Yes. I'm about family, Bobby June. I've had 3 of them. Listen,
here, we're gonna come back with the big one and then head straight out.
But gas prices are the
very grab that tank, and then I think we need to take it from there all the way up over the mountain to here would be the quickest way.
Under me, we will ensure
because this bridge is out right now. We gotta fix that bridge stuff. Yeah, we gotta. Gonna need a bigger truck for sure.
What is good for the goose is good for the gander.
Recover.
Oh, that is so true. I mean, when I think of liberals, Jock, I remember what my mama said. Hey, even a stop clock is right twice a day.
You said it, Bobby June. We're turning the clock. Under me, I'm about jobs and I'm about families. I've had 3 families and I've learned from my mistakes. I think people know that about me. I've made some bad decisions, and now I'm ready to do good.
That's just so powerful. One of the things about me is I'm not a judgmental person. I don't judge people. Well, not white people. But you've got to learn from your mistakes.
Look, nobody's made more mistakes than me, Bobby, which is why I'm uniquely qualified to run the world's 6th largest economy. Hey, I know how to jump out of a burning building, and I give back to the community.
Yeah, that one's probably better. It's got more undercarriage, like armor there. That's the main thing, because you'll be hitting things.
I flew out there for a special screening of my latest movie. It was to bring smiles and hope during the bleakest of times. Thanks to all that showed up, by the way. And with our cut of food and beverage concessions, it was a great positive event.
Bless your heart. So are you gonna help me cook this here supper or what, Jock?
It would be my pleasure.
So let's get in here and let me grab some pots and pans and the fats and the salt and some butter. We're gonna need a little brown sugar, some margarine, baked beans, pork rinds, marshmallows, barbecue sauce, of course. Oh, white sugar, white lightning, and the bacon. Hey, bacon's God's way of saying he loves us.
Okay, so I think I can put this on and then that too. So we'll have 2 spare tires and then a whole bunch of extra repair supplies and fuel that we can take with us. Oh, I'm excited. We don't have enough money for it yet. We might just sell a truck, because I really don't need this truck right here. With these 2, with the Bandit and this and that other light truck, that's pretty much all we need for the beginning of the game. So
I swear he didn't regret it for a minute. He told me so on his deathbed. Mama, name a casserole after me. And I said, why, hell, of course, Randy, you sweet little angel. Bless your heart.
Goodbye.
And I did. I called it crippled.
See, that's that little pickup truck I was talking about. That thing sucks to drive around in.
Supermarket while supplies last.
That sounds delicious.
Oh, honey, it is. It's one of my favorite recipes. Now, then we took little Randy's body outside
cool
and, you know, all his little stuffed animals and everything that was about him, and made a bonfire and roasted a pig and had a potluck supper with all our
bad boy up.
Now, that's how you work through grief. By surrounding yourself with friends and family and plowing through it with peach schnapps and cocktail wieners, tater tot pie and soda pudding. Oh, comfort foods are for when you need comforting. That's why they call them comfort foods. If I'm mourning a polio-ridden stepchild, I ain't gonna cry into a salad, am I? No. I'm gonna rejoice the early passing of my dearest by making a big old batch of beef enchiladas that will shut down the blood to your brain and let you live in the moment like you just had a stroke.
You are so right, Bobby. And I have to say, these here hors d'oeuvres or oopers, d'oeuvres, or appetizers are delightful.
Thank you, honey. I like to call them whores' ovaries. Tastes great at first, but then you realize everyone else has stuck their fingers in the pudding. Also, I can't say anything in French. The only good thing that ever came out of France was the pizza.
Ain't that the truth? Take back the Statue of Happiness. It's ugly. Got a face like a sour fish.
She's just in a bad mood, isn't she? Speaking of French people, Jock, I want to talk to you about what you'll do about promiscuity in this country. You know, on this show, we preach abstinence. If you don't want a bun in the oven, honey, stick it in the smoker.
I'm a big fan of sticking it in the smoker.
In the smoker?
Tailgate parties, hell, I'd smoke anything. I teach my kids abstinence as well. My 16-year-old daughter will have her friends over to the pool, and I'll swim with them and play keep-away, splashing around, you know, having fun, and I use that time to witness to them. I say, girls, this is a fantastic time in your life. You know, you're all so beautiful and burgeoning into womanhood, and a couple of you have developed fine breasts, as I see, and several about to fall out of your swimming costume. But don't do anything stupid that could ruin your life. Boys, they are trouble. Save yourself for your husband. You know, Bobby June,
now this thing
is that people learn about the decisions
this fucking thing.
And one decision
This thing.
we all gotta make is to stop letting
Oh,
immigrants ruin
crazy.
our economy. It just ain't right. You cannot get a job right now because foreigners have it. Well, America become the greatest country ever by letting foreigners in, and that's a fact. Listen, Bobby June. Listen, all of you. I am not a racist. I said some things here earlier, but that was a very long time ago. But there is a difference. If you want this country to be great again, you gotta start fighting so we can win and stop fighting against crazy folk who ain't gonna give up. Which is why I want us to think about invading Europe.
Alright, so the quickest way is going to be to just take the right and then go over the mountain and then cut in front of the warehouse.
Book learning, but I'm a big fan of history documentaries. And historical television shows us that America is at its finest when we invade Europe.
Now this thing, like, it doesn't go very fast, but like when it's going, like, it's going pretty much. I know that doesn't make much sense, but like it will maintain its speed a lot, very easily. It's fucking cool. So now this deep mud right here, watch this. See what I mean?
So I'm saying, if we're serious about fighting terror, and I know we are, we go straight to the source and invade Great Britain.
No, well, this
Started back in 1770, whatever it was.
Oh yeah, it's deep.
That's how we can avenge them American lives, by killing every goddamn one of them bastards. Pardon my French, because that's what love is all about. Bobby June, let's talk about this election. It's really up to everyone. You gotta do everything in your power to make sure we win. This is not a socialist country. It's not. This is America. We're nationalists, national socialists, if you will, because our society is our nation. But trust me, this is the most important moment in American history. We do this wrong, we're sure out of luck. Pardon my French.
I feel like this is a lot harder to tip over too. It'll be really dangerous when we can get some better tires on it. There aren't much better tires on the ones that we have. We can put some chains on them. And those beasts are good on anything. On ice, on snow, on mud, on regular ground. They're good on everything. So that's going to be our main goal. I think we need to get like level 14 for that. I think we're like level 4 or 5. But that's like our next big goal. Alright, we're on the right track. Oh, there's the oil tank. Oh, what am I stuck on? Is it that limb somehow? Oh yeah, that limb was grabbing onto my frame. As I said, this doesn't make any sense. It shouldn't be able to keep me from moving. Winch it close.
Try a spoonful, honey. It's delicious.
Oh, that could scare a gay man straight. It's fantastic.
I know, and it's healthy too. Makes you
Attached trailer. There we go.
Ricky, honey, come here. Have a taste. I know it's your favorite.
Oh, I can't, Bobby June. I'm watching my figure.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Listen, I got the so-called diabetes. Them doctors said my arteries was like cement. I've had 3 strokes and
To the where, pardon?
because I don't worry. It's the worry that'll kill you.
Oh.
Come on. Come on, girl. Now,
Okay.
come.
So it's back, straight back out, and then between the mountains.
Thanks for coming on the show, John.
And I'm gonna have to cut over and up the mountain here.
Bless your heart, Bobby June.
Bless your heart,
That's gonna be fun.
John Friendly. Okay.
Shouldn't be a problem for this truck though. So if we're just about to pull this straight through.
She's here to talk to us about adopting children from foreign countries and to sing her new song. Please welcome pop legend turned country western crooner, Samantha Moulton. Let's get started.
Yeah, the sharp turns going up and over that thing is going to be the hardest part. The thing is though, if I need to, I can just like detach from the thing and then winch it up at a weird angle if I need to. As long as I keep my truck safe, the fuel should be fine. We'll see. Should be fine. Alright, to the right and then to the left. Alright, I think the correct way, like the path that's like on the map, is to go around that rock, but I don't think that that's going to be fun. So I think I'm just gonna do what they call a pro gamer move and cut this way. And then skip that. Get out of here, Rock. There we go. That was the worst turn, I think. Keep downshifting. That's okay. Usually just needs a second to get its grip again and then get back to going. Get back to going. Too close. At least I didn't break the suspension that time. Front end is a little big. There we go. Oh, rough. I was gonna say, oh my god, am I really stuck right now? There we go. Get through it, baby. Get through it. This truck's big. We gotta get this road fixed. Alright. Come on now. Alright, now we should be home free. Straight shot there. Why would it put me behind the trailer like that? Goddamn. Alright. Come on, baby. Alright, so the next step is just going to be to get the roads as cleared up as possible. Alright, so we did that, the power lines there. That's what got us up here to begin with. So let's get the bridge fixed. I think that's going to be steel beams and wood planks. And then that should be, I can't remember what this stuff's called, service parts? We're going to go tag them on the thing and then go grab overview. Because once you get the roads fixed, delivering shit is so much easier. Alright, so I'm just gonna head straight to the wood depot, grab some wood, head to town, grab a trailer, put the beams in there, because I'm pretty sure it's just gonna make me go get wood right after this. So I might as well just grab it while I'm going in one big trip. I've just like abandoned so many trailers around the map so far. It's pretty funny. I never know when I'm going to need them again. Like this right here is concrete blocks in case I need them. I can just come pick them up right up on the side of the road with my crane. Better than taking that big ass trailer everywhere. Like when we first started, like this bridge here wasn't built. We built this bridge here. We were stuck on the other side of the thing over there. Had to do a whole bunch of stuff just to get across the bridge. Now we're slowly helping the town get rebuilt. I wish we could fix this right here. Completely missed my turn again.
You're in the right place. 96.5 FM. Blaine County Radio. Coming up next, it's Blaine County Radio.
How do I keep doing this?
And a rebroadcast of the podcast by Ronald Chakowski.
The missiles are airborne. America, you have 6 minutes before you are annihilated.
Turn around, I guess. God, I'm stupid. I start talking. Oh, stop breaking shit. I start talking and then I fuck everything up. That's okay. This truck, I got the snorkel and it's like on the roof, like above my head. So like I can have the water like all the way up to the roof of this thing and it will still drive. It's almost like a submarine. Alright, here's our exit. That stump's fucked up my wheels and suspension so many times. Used it that time. So we'll go ahead and pick some wood up. Let's take that one that we had them load out.
Thank you very much. Let's hear some of the messages people have left on the Truth Seeker hotline. Remember, you can leave a message for the show anytime at 273-555-0155.
Hi, Ron. My name's Jerry. I'm nervous, too. I listen to your podcast show thing here on the radio. I'm tired of this healthcare bullshit, too. Some liberal doctor gonna tell me I have diabetes? I call bullshit. Goddamn liar. I eat what I want, motherfucker. Just like my great-grandpappy. He was in the Donner Party. Now that's some American ingenuity right there.
Exactly, Jerry. These Beltway circle jerks aren't going to get away with what they're doing. Like you, I'm really worried about civilization. If people are actually going to take health advice from the government, then they deserve what they get. Next message.
Hey, thanks for all that you do for the war on our minds, Ron. I love your show. We gotta fight this conservative plot to return America to a pre-industrial
Pack
state.
the cargo, restore the crane. There.
Seriously, I mean,
And then one more wooden plank.
children are crippled for vaccines.
We're good to go.
Shut your trap. It's the vaccines. I know it. We all know it's common knowledge. Polio like a snake bite. Once you catch it, you just suck out the poison. People in wheelchairs, winners, everyone. Let me know how to carry on the fight.
Vaccines might have blocked your children. It turns out, mother was right after all.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a whole bunch more in just a minute. It's gonna get real slow, but it should still be decently steady. And if I need to, I can winch it out of any trouble it gets into. I believe should be okay. But we are really starting to push it now, though. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Sell those guns, which are your property, to them for entirely legitimate reasons, as is your constitutional right. The government will send a drone to spy on you. It's
Come here, trailer.
Well, we all know if you corner a mammal, it will fight back. Except chinchillas or lemons or a few others that just lay down like a pussy. But trust me, I'm not a pussy.
Attached trailer.
Drone jamming technology.
There. Pull forward. I don't think I'm going to be able to get that one up there.
Trust me, it's all part of a Judeo-Christian Muslim plot to make their religion seem overly important so people don't ask the real questions about what it all means. I've said it before and I will say it again.
Alright. Oh shit, I'm already fucking up.
Your t-shirt, then send me a text. Next message left on the line was from this guy.
This area is the worst. And I left that trailer there. Why did I do that? Can I run over the bench? Good.
Because I'm not nervous. I'm fearful. And I'm not paranoid because this stuff is true. There is a whole secret world that is kept hidden from us that makes everything make sense.
And now we gotta take it all the way up there.
More or less. And it's my mission to help you understand it too. You see, my buddy.
And that's the game. Sometimes you do some scouting and you drive light trucks and you get up on top of things and you look around, and then other times you're doing shit like this where you're just delivering stuff back and forth. And then sometimes you get specialty items. Later on you get specialized missions, like you rebuild like power plants and stuff, and all sorts of other cool things. But this is basically the gameplay for the most part. I'm surprised I didn't break anything. It booped itself. The main thing I don't like about this game is the camera sucks ass. You're supposed to be able to play this with a wheel too. I wonder how that is. I want to get a wheel so bad. Ugh, those rocks broke my suspension. We're cruising now. Yeah, buddy. This is why having the roads fixed is nice, because you can make these deliveries along these nice roads, and it's not there's no issue at all. I've got trucks built for the highway, which is like this stuff, where it's nice and smooth for the most part. You see what I mean? Like, it'll just keep chugging along, even though it's weighed down a lot. It's like now those metal beams are heavier than both of those wood things, I think. We could put a special adapter on our thing and take that trailer. I don't know what we need to do with it though. Now hopefully they need me to actually have this wood and not concrete blocks or some stupid shit. Alright, let's see if we did a good job. Unload, build the base. And then concrete blocks. Holy shit. It's easier to just get rid of the wood at that point. I'm probably not going to need it anymore. And if I do, I'll just go get some more. It is what it is. That sucks though. Alright. Let's try again. At least they're on the way. All we gotta do is just use the crane to grab them. They should still be like unhooked from the trailer. I never rehooked them back up. As long as the game remembers that, I don't know how that works. And these concrete blocks are heavy as hell too. There was 4 of them on this thing. Really like the cranes. It's probably good enough, but I always like to get it in there. Come on, yeah. Close enough. So then do this. Pat cargo. Restore crane. Release handbrake. Close menu. Drive away.
Because I would have warned her. Listen to me. All you kids are. It's an abomination. In their sleep. Tonight.
That the power lines were down on the road right there. We already had cleared that up the last episode. Oh shit! I was gonna say, please don't break the suspension. I can fix it, but that's so annoying. You take the corner wrong and get one of those barriers up underneath your car, and it's fucked. I better not need wood after the fact. I'm gonna be pissed. If I deleted that shit while it was sitting there, I'm gonna be so mad. Be my own damn fault, but fuck. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna do it. Sure not. I hope. I don't want to go back up here. Not for this. Not for this.
Untraceable truth seeker podcast caller messaging system just yesterday.
Okay, good. Alright, level 5.
Makes things clearer with the way the dental profession is designed to help people implant heavy metals directly into your brain. Utterly crazy, but through certain high security government agencies can read your thoughts.
And I think there's another rock slide up here, so we'll just see what that means.
Somewhere in Blaine County that's developing a nerve toxin so powerful, a single drop that could turn the West Coast into a bunch of filthy asswipes who stare at the sun and have forgotten how to read. Someone's out to get you, and you're probably paying for the privilege. Remember, if you got something for me, Ron Jakowski, then call or email the show.
Yeah, service spare parts.
Someone is reading
I don't
your
reckon that
thoughts.
they actually make you get more than that afterwards.
Yes, I was watching these two chicks give each other a head while I was pissing on the other one. But I'm doing it because I hate myself. You don't understand. I'm the victim here. That's right.
Oh, okay, you can pick them up from the warehouse down there. That's easy. Yeah, just pick them up at the warehouse and then come up and then over. Come back down and then up here. Yeah, that's easy. That's easy. We'll do that next time. But if you're watching, I appreciate you. And if you're watching later, I appreciate you too. But I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.
Heart-to-heart surgery, rodeo and rehab, and rebroadcasts of some of our more colorful citizens.
I, Ronald Jakowski, say screw your game.